What's up, fam? How's it going, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's having a great day, a great week, whatever you call it. I just got out of work. It's early in the morning, and I figured I'd make this video. I know a lot of people, especially in my group. Shout out to my group, man. It's so many folks in my group. I mean, it's a predominantly sports betting group, so we're always on the books, Draftkings, Fanduel, Sportsbook, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Some very nice people in the group. And, co-workers and whatever the case may be, So I get a lot of questions on, how do you play fantasy FanDuel and how do you play fantasy DraftKings? Most people play on the books and, they just go on there and bet their money on who's going to win and all these other different sexy bets. But fantasy is a whole different beast, you know what I'm saying? And, this is where I started, and some of your favorite sports bettors started here as well, whether it was, year-long, season-long best ball, season-long fantasy drafts, wherever the case may be. Some of your favorite bettors and prop bettors and all of that. They started here. You know what I'm saying? Some of your better, and then you had some of your favorite poker players. They made the transition to fantasy sports and stuff like that. So it's a lot of people here. It's a lot of money to be made. And it's a lot of knowledge to be shared and be sought out when you're a daily fantasy player. Like I say, some of your favorite bettors, especially prop bettors, come from made the transition from fantasy sports, DFS, which is short for daily fantasy sports. The industry, we always call it DFS. Some of your favorite prop bettors you might see on Twitter or whatever the case may be, they started here. So, you have to, you got to research players. You got to research teams like for NFL on both sides of the ball. You got to know, you got to be on top of these players' performances and things like that. And over time, you'll develop you'll just have you have to know your personnel, each and every person in the league. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might have to make critical pivots to different players or whatever the case may be, but that's somewhere down the line. I'm gonna stop right there with that, and I just want to show the folks, this might not be for you, but it's going to be for somebody else, So I just want to show the people the basics of playing, FanDuel and DraftKings. I'll show both sites, whatever the case may be. Maybe a little roster construction. So I started out on FanDuel, man, just sitting on that, playing, doing a draft, about 6, 7, 8 years ago, and doing season long, and it's just and the damn commercial just kept coming on. FanDuel and DraftKings were just going at it, and it was like, win money here, there, everywhere. And then I just said, fuck it, man, I'm gonna download this shit and I'm gonna see what it's about. And lo and behold, I left year-long shit alone. I haven't played it yet since, and I just won't go nowhere near it or whatever the case may be. But season-long is great. So I've been on FanDuel for forever. About a year or two later, I went over to DraftKings, and I really love DraftKings as well. So FanDuel is my first love, and I've gravitated over to DraftKings too, and for reasons that I might name in this video. So first, I'm going to start off at FanDuel. All right. Now, let's just use, since the football season is coming up, they have basketball, baseball, football, whatever the case may be, and it's the same basics. So, but since football is coming up, let's jump right into it. All right. You would go to the contest lobby, And then you will look at some contests that they have. Now, these contests right here are brewing up. We're just going to focus on a couple of them. These contests are very, very top heavy. You know what I'm saying? So let's say they have a $3 entry right here, a $5 entry, and a $4 entry of MLB, and so on and so forth. But we're gonna focus on football right now. Just these two little cheap entries right here. Okay, so let's say this is a $3 entry. There's over 1 million people in this one, and this and the $4 one is close to a $5 one. There's close to 1 million people in there, 952,000. So let's just click on this on this one right here. All right, this is the $3 contest. Now, the first thing you want to do is check out so the multi-entry contests. They most of the contests that see it says 0 of 150 used. It's a max 150 lineup. So you got people maxing out every different contest that they can, but that's something for another video. First thing you want to do is check the rules out, but I'll show you the prizes and show you how. Well, here's the prizes right here. Show you how top heavy these contests are. This contest is 1 million the first, 200,000 the second, third 100K, 50K, 20K, 10K, and so on and so forth. The top 10, you got to be a bad mamma jamma to get in the top 10, even though it's not impossible because I've been there a multitude of times. Okay, a multitude of times. So you know what I'm saying. So let's just go over to scoring. All right. And let's get an idea of what the scoring is, all right? So for Fanduel, you'll get a quarterback, one quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and a flex position that you're able to put anyone there, any positional player there outside of a quarterback or a defense. Then you'll get a defense that you can pick. All right. Now, the scoring, for offense, you get for 2-point conversions is 2 points. The pass, 2-point conversion score is 2 points. 50-yard field goal, 19-yard field goal, 20 to 29-yard field goal, 3, and 39 field goal is 3 points. 40 to 49-yard field goal, 4 points. A fumble, you lose a fumble, that's negative 2 points. On fumble recovered. On fumble, recover. For TD, it's 6 points. Okay, so your TD, your interceptions is -1 for your QB. Kickoff return for touchdown is 6 points. Punt return touchdown, 6 points. A passing touchdown is 4 points. Passing yards, 4 points. A point, 4 points. A reception is 0.5. So a passing yard is 0.04. Okay. A reception is a half a point, 0.5. A touchdown, receiving touchdown is 6 points. Receiving yard is 0.1. Each receiving yard is 0.1. A rushing touchdown is 6 points. Okay. Extra point conversions, 1 point. All right. For the defense, block punts or block kicks, like kicks, whatever the case may be, is 2 points. Block kick return, TD, 6 points. Fumble return for TD, 6 points. Now, when you get a chance to pick a defense, if that defense allows 0 points, then you get 10. If your defense allows if you go from 1 to 6 points allowed, that's 7 points. Your defense will end up with 7 points. If you go 14 to 20 points allowed, 1 point. 28 to 34 points allowed, -1 point. 35 points allowed, -4 points. 7 to 13 points allowed, 4 points. Return TDs, 6 points for your defense. Safeties are 2 points. All right. Now, extra point return is 2 points. Fumbles recovered are 2 points. Interceptions are 2 points, and sacks are 1 point. So you can just rack up points, all across the board. Let's take a look at the overall structure of building the lineup. I'm going to exit tutorial because I know what the fuck is going on. All right, so here you go over here to your right. You have a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex position, and a defense. Now, over here at the top, you have your salary cap right here. It's $60,000. So each player costs X amount of dollars. There's their salary. You have to pick 9 players, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players, or 8 players including the defense, and you have to stay under 60K. You can use the whole 60K, but you can't go $1 over. All right. So when you look at quarterbacks, each and every player has a salary. From quarterbacks to running backs to wide receiver to tight end and flex position and defense, whatever the case may be, each player has a salary. So the highest quarterback for week 1 is Patrick Mahomes. He's 8,800. You'll get Kyler Murray for 8,400, Josh Allen 8,100, and the list goes on and on. The least amount, what is it? 4,500. Well, for quarterbacks, the least is it? Oh no, well that must be wide receivers. So 6K. But, nobody's down there. But some weeks you might find some value. But anyway, so let's just say we plug in somebody like Patrick Mahomes. So you can plug him in, and he'll go right there. Now you go over to your running back position, okay? The highest player, he's probably the highest player on the slate, which is Christian McCaffrey. Hold on, let me fire this up. All right, so yeah, Christian McCaffrey, you get it for 10K, Dalvin Cook 9,400, and the list goes on and on. So there's all the running backs and all the wide receivers and all these guys are in the player pool. So you just go and just start constructing your lineup. It's just not it's a very tedious process as far as researching or whatever the case may be. But this is the basics, just for the people who just don't, know how to don't even know, period, anything about it, and which is pretty easy, but you do have to do tons of research. Can you get lucky? Yes, you can. So I just threw Austin Eckler, Najee Harris up there. I'm just throwing some people up there. So you get Devontae Adams as the highest costing running back, highest salary wide receiver. You got Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Calvin Ridley, and so on and so forth. So right now I'll just throw any receivers up there. You get 3 of them. I'll throw 3 receivers up there just to give you guys a demonstration. So I'll just throw some people up there. All right. I'm just looking like I'm making a lineup. Let me throw somebody up there, man, so we can move on. All right, man. I'm excited for the football season. I know you guys are too, man. It's gonna be a fun one, man. It's gonna be a fun. I'm excited to go through the journey with you guys as well. So now we'll go over to the tight end position. You get 1 tight end unless you want to play 2, and you could throw 1 in the flex, and we'll get to that We'll get to that next. Now, you'll get Travis Kelce. He's the highest, salary tight end on the board. So and then the list goes on and on. So I'll just throw somebody up there like. Why not just throw up there Kyle Pitts? Now, the flex position, all right? The flex position is where you can take a running back, a wide receiver, or a tight end, and you can put them there. It's like your wild card, okay? So you can just take anybody, and just put them right there, all right? So I'll take. Let me see. Let me go down. Down. I could just throw anybody there. I throw McCole Harbor to there. Just throw anybody there. Right now. Then you got defense. All right. Now you look at your salary. You got 1 spot left. You got defense. Defenses, they don't really cost that much at $7,300. So I could just click on defense and I can just pick a defense. All right. So they have all the defenses that's going to be playing that week on this slate, and I'll just go over and pick just throw anything. I'll throw the San Francisco 49ers in there. And now I'm left with 2,300, and I'm able to use that 2,300 to upgrade positions on positions that I have over here. So I could take out McCole Hardman if I want to, and then that's going to leave me with 7,700. I could take somebody for 7,700 and just put them right there. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of flexibility when you're dealing making your lineups or whatever the case may be. So let's say I just throw a DK Metcalf right there. All right. Now, I wanna switch this up a little bit because I want to give you guys a quick tip before I get out of here about roster construction. This is major key right here. Okay. All right. So this is what you call the main slate right here, and their games, they don't include that. They used to, but they don't include that Sunday night game, that last evening game, which would be that midday, that evening game, which would be these 1, 2, 3, 4 at 4:25 p.m. Those games are the last games, of the slate. So after those games, it's over with. Then that's when you start getting paid out. So all these players, this is the lineup that I just threw in there. I didn't think about nothing, but all these players right here will accumulate fantasy points from the scoring that I showed you. All these players will accumulate fantasy points. Now, the one tip that I'm going to leave you guys with is when you're constructing your lineup, you have a flex spot right here. This is the flex spot. Now, your latest outside of your quarterback, your latest playing person, you want to put them there so you can switch because you're able to switch. You're able to switch if the game hasn't started. You're able to switch that player in and out. So you want to use your flex spot for that. For that person that you might want to switch out for the last game, or whatever the case may be. So you want to keep that player. So we have 3 wide receivers here. And we're gonna throw a wide receiver in the flex. So I took him out. So we have Brandon Ayuk. He's in the flex, but the game comes on at 1:00 p.m. And then we have Odell Beckham sitting there. His game comes on at 4:25 p.m. This flex spot is so valuable that you need to take Brandon Ayuk because this game comes on before the Cleveland and Kansas City game. So you need to rearrange that. You need to take Brandon Ayuk out and take Odell Beckham out and put Odell Beckham in the flex since he plays later. Put him dead in the flex. Bam. Then you put Brandon Ayuk into the or whoever, like if this Julio Jones, since they come on at 1:00. Then you put Julio Jones right there, or whatever the case may be, and then you cooking with grease. So if you get word Odell Beckham Jr. ain't playing, well, he's locked right here. Then you could take Odell Beckham out. Since this is a flex spot, you could put a running back, a tight end, or another wide receiver here. So it's going to give you options, all right? So, that's just about it in a nutshell, just the basics. And if I was to go over to DraftKings, like I said, I've been gravitating over to DraftKings a little bit more and a lot more because I like their roster construction. And if I was to, let's see, let me bring up their rules and scoring, okay? Now, DraftKings got some freaky scoring, all right? They got some freaky scoring, all right? Passing TDs, 4 points. 25 passing yards. 1 point. 25 passing yards is 1 point. 300 passing yard game is you get a bonus 3 points. Interception, -1 point. Rushing TD is 6 points. Right, 10 rushing yards is 1 point. It's 0.1 per yard. 100-yard rushing game, you get a 3-point bonus on top of that. Receiving TD is 6 point. I don't have to touch the 100-yard receiving game, you'll get a 3-point bonus. What else sticks out? Let's look at the defense. The defense is just about the same. So there you have it. DraftKings gives you bonuses, and that's what I like. The 300-yard game, passing game, bonus 3 points. The 100-yard rushing game, you get a bonus 3 points on top of what that person earns. And the 100-yard receiving bonus. So, same concept, but on DraftKings, you have less salary to work with, but the players often are a little bit cheaper, but they can get up there. So the salary on Fanduel, you have $60K to work with, and on DraftKings, you have $50K to work with. All right? So, there you have that. So, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, man. I just wanted to drop the basics down to you guys, and subscribe if you want. Turn on your notifications for every time I upload, because I'm getting ready to drop some videos like back to back to back. I'm coming out with the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, the tight ends, the sleepers, the defenses, just a lot of stuff that I just like to elaborate about. But keep in mind, this does help you all across the board. With that being said, I'm out, guys. Peace.